Hey everybody, welcome back to the Armed Scotsman. Today on the table we have a Springfield Echelon. Let's get this one going. All right, everybody, as I said, this is the Springfield Echelon. And obviously, change of scenery, I'm still down at Ready Gunner in Orem. I thank you again for them for hosting me here so I can do reviews. So yeah, so we have this on the table today. We're gonna change the camera angle around and we'll give you a nice close look up of the gun and its features. So it comes with two mags, comes with a 17 rounder and a 20 rounder. They are metal mags. This is one of them. Side, and if your state allows it. Has a slightly flared magwell, nothing too crazy in there. Moving on up to the grip. It's got some really nice texturing all the way around here. It's not crazy aggressive texturing, but it does feel very good in hand. It doesn't feel slippy. It's nice, and it does come with, in your case, 3 adjustable back straps to get that kind of grip palm swell that you require. This one, I'm not sure what size is on here, but it feels very good in my medium size hands. It feels very, very comfortable to me. Fits kind of like a glove, very nice. Moving up, you do have a trigger undercut right here, as you can see. You have a little more texturing under the trigger guard and on the front of your trigger guard also, like so. And then you come to your mag release. This is completely ambidextrous, it is on both sides. I'm not a massive fan of ambidextrous mag releases on pistols. AR-15s, yes. Pistols, not so much, because I'm always worried I'm going to knock that mag release on this side. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. For you left-handed shooters, it's great. It's ready to go right out of the box, which is really nice. Moving to the trigger, let's go over this real fast. It doesn't have an external safety, as you can see, or manual safety. It does have a safety on your trigger. And so if you depress on either side of that trigger, it's not going to go off. You have to depress that safety blade right there. So you pull that in, you got a little bit of take up, as you can see. Pretty dang nice break on that. That's not bad for a striker fire gun at all. And then let's try the let out, a little bit of let out. Ooh, I didn't really feel or hear that one. Let me try that again. Very short. It's not super tactile and audible. You can hear it a little bit. Definitely pushes your finger forward, and it's a short reset, but I don't feel it, if that makes sense. It's not very tactile in that sense, but that is a very nice trigger for a striker fire gun, and a very short reset. I was going to do the trigger pull weight with my wheeler, but because the way this is designed and with the trigger safety blade, it's kind of hard to actually get an accurate pull. It's probably, I think it's actually a 5-pound pull is what they state. This one feels like it actually might be lighter than that, because this is a, it is a used gun. It has been broken in. I would say it's probably closer to 4, but that's me guessing. But it's definitely not a particularly heavy trigger. It's perfect, I would say, for concealed carry. It's not too light, not too heavy. Very nice. Okay, let's move along. This is obviously a polymer frame. You do have a 1913 pick rail at the end here, so you can attach light, lasers, whatever else you may need. Now moving along, it looks like you've got like 2 gas pedals here. That's kind of what it looks like when you kind of view it that way. When you try it this way, they stick out a little bit, but not a lot, but enough definitely to get a purchase. Now this is your takedown lever, and this is just for your thumb to rest on. You can rest on both for sure. If you have short hands, you might just want to rest on that one. I have medium-sized hands, and my thumb rests on both of these, and I think that's probably what it's for. And it does sit, so you can get a little bit more control of that gun. So these are a very nice addition, very, very nice thought-out addition to the gun. You do have a slide lock, slide release right here, and it is ambidextrous. So again, if you're a left-handed shooter, this is completely ambi, which is awesome. Moving up to the slide. Now, you have some very aggressive serrations in this slide, and I mean very aggressive, and they feel fantastic. They're very deep. But they don't feel sharp, but they definitely get a really good purchase on that. So I'm a huge fan of those serrations. They look great. Now, moving up to the top here, we're going to go over the optics cut in just a second. It does have This is the sights it comes with. It's got the U-shaped sight on the back with a high-vis front sight with tritium, so it is a night sight as well. That's your sight right there. Now coming to this optics, they have a particular name for this and I can't remember, I'll roll on the screen, but it's designed to take a lot of different optics on here, which is great. You don't require a base plate, which, well, I shouldn't say that. You may require a base plate. Chances are you won't. It does cover a lot of the most popular optics out there. Now I'm just going to use the RMR for an example of how this would work, because that is essentially what I would use. So if you've used an RMR, if you turn it onto the bottom, you'll notice it's got two holes in the top, and they're designed to go put on top of little bosses and to keep it in place. And you put your screws in and to really set it in, right? So essentially these right here, in your pack that comes with the gun, you'll have a whole bunch of pins and different things. You'll have two little circular pieces that go in here, and you have little nubbins that stick up that look like bosses, right? So you put them in there, and then you put your RMR on top, and that essentially will stop it from being able to rotate, and then you put your screws in to clamp it down. So very smart design. Again, this will fit a whole bunch of different carry optics. So overall, it's a very smart design, something I've definitely not seen before out in the market. So very interesting indeed, so very cool. All right, now we've gone over the external features of the gun. Let's just take us down real fast. Gonna lock the slide back, push down on your takedown lever, and then you're going to let that go. And then you have your lower here, and you can see your ambidextrous slide releases right here. This is a fire control unit, so this can be taken out. This is a serialized part of the gun. And so you can take this out and put it into another gun that obviously it accepts this fire control unit. I would believe that I would imagine that the Echelons are going to come out, if not already, in different sizes and different frame sizes and stuff. You can switch. A lot of gun companies are kind of doing this nowadays, where they'll just have this as the serialized part, so you can switch out and choose whatever you want. So kind of a cool feature. I don't particularly use it a lot myself, but I do appreciate the feature and the modularity of the gun. Essentially, that is that. All right, going to the slide, you have a captured guide rod and spring. It is all metal, and that is that. And then you take out your barrel. Barrel's a 4.5-inch cold hammer forged barrel, which is awesome. So very nice. And then this is just your basic slide. Everything looks good. There's just wear tear in there as expected. As I said, this is a very well used gun. All right, everybody, I am back together, as you can see. All right, let's talk about shooting the gun. Went through about approximately 300 rounds through the gun. No problems whatsoever. Not that I was expecting any. Shooting was good, definitely nice trigger on the gun. This is one of the better striker fired triggers I felt for some time on a gun. Like Canucks make really good ones, but this Springfield Echelon trigger is pretty dang nice. I was pretty surprised by that. Again, the grip feels great. It's got a really cool optic system on top here. There's a lot to like about this gun. Now the price point these are coming in at, that I believe I checked before I came here, was about $600. Maybe you can find a deal with less than $600. At that price point, you're definitely getting your money's worth. And so, do I recommend it? Yeah, from the short time that I've played with this, I've been pretty impressed with it. So yeah, overall, good buy. All right, folks, any questions, any comments, please ask below. Happy to help out however I can. And that's it. Until next time, folks, we'll catch you later.